This is every YouTuber in history who each represent one of the 7 deadly sins. But if you flip them upside down, we'll find another set of YouTubers who each represent one of the 7 heavenly virtues. My name's Ryan, and we're comparing all sinful versus all heavenly YouTubers, starting with temperance versus gluttony. Most people associate the sin of gluttony with eating copious amounts of food for pleasure, but it also represents an uncontrolled overindulgence in anything, such as alcohol, money, or even online clout. No other streamer best represents gluttony than Adin Ross, with his addiction, alcohol consumption, and unsavory acts with OnlyFans models on stream. Aiden is constantly in pursuit for pleasure. On the flip side, Nick830 is a living embodiment of temperance, which is described as emotional restraint or self-control. Both are massively successful streamers, yet their behavior can't be any different. On most days, Aiden is either high on lean.
I was on a binge drinking lean. If you guys don't know what that is, it's cough syrup. Do not do it. I was addicted to that.
Drunk with alcohol, or sometimes even hooked on harder things like After meeting Andrew Tate in December of 2022 and getting inspired by his discipline, Aiden promised to turn his life around and abandon his unhealthy lifestyle. Because just a couple months prior to meeting him, Aiden genuinely felt lost in the world of streaming, so much so that he contemplated abandoning his career altogether. But Tate became Aiden's reason to keep pushing on, gradually progressing into a mentor figure for him.
Andrew! I love you. I mean, like, I love you. I love him, bro. I love him with all my heart. I missed you. You got bigger and you got stronger and also sexier.
Everyone thought this was finally the time Aiden would change his ways. Unfortunately, this mindset only lasted a short while, and Aiden regressed back to his old habits of drinking and drug use. This was a massive disappointment to all of his fans who wanted to see Aiden live a better life. Aiden never fails to disappoint. Aiden is the best example of what you don't want to be in life. He's perfect for that. It's good that he exists so he can be set up as an example to show kids what you're not supposed to be in life. Even Andrew Tate himself called out Aiden on his lack of determination during a joint livestream.
I think you hold the record for making the most stupid life choice I have, me personally, Top G, ever been witness to hearing. Ever.
Wait.
Nobody on earth, nobody has told me a more stupid decision. I decided to stop going to the gym so I could focus on consuming. You are an idiot, Aiden.
In comparison though, Nick830 has always lived a healthy lifestyle that has inspired others to do better as well. For starters, he only eats homemade food in moderate proportions. This includes things like high-protein chicken with vitamin-rich spaghetti squash, vegetable-filled Vietnamese rice rolls, and even a birthday cake topped with healthy fruits. Nick also works out on a regular basis and has a pretty impressive physique to show for it, so it's quite clear that he's a beacon of positivity for his audience and the online gaming community in general. There are also dozens of clips of him inspiring his viewers through encouraging words.
So never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
That's right!
Nick is a real one for this. Who knows, that kid might have not had any parents or anyone to turn to for support, and Nick might have changed his life around. Thanks, Nick. But that's not all. Another way Nick embodies temperance and restraint is with his attitude towards money. Despite having millions of viewers, he never flexes his wealth and chooses to live with his parents instead of some dripped out mansion down in LA. This again is arguably the complete opposite of Aiden, who has zero issues flaunting his money to his viewers.
I have $700,000 in cash right there. I got $700,000 in cash right there.
And instead of spreading positivity like Nick, Aiden went down a degenerate path after his breakup with his girlfriend Pammy. He began inviting OnlyFans models and adult film stars on streams, with his content often looking like this. This relentless pursuit of pleasure has already left Aiden's content off limits for most of his younger fans, and it's not hard to imagine his growth completely halting in the near future. On the other hand, Nick830's positive attitude not only makes him a role model, but also proves fame can be earned without compromising morals. Speaking of which, there are only a handful of streamers who radiate tolerance and joy in the face of intense bullying like our next streamer. Patience is the ability to continue doing something despite setbacks or difficulties, or to suffer without complaining. And the streamer Caseoh exemplifies this trait better than anyone. Caseoh is one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, and while many people may not believe he embodies patience at first glance, there's a reason for that. He's an overweight guy, and his chat is constantly making fun of his weight on every opportunity.
What do you mean bro's built like a 1x1 Lego piece? What even is a 1x1 Lego piece? Yep, you're banned. Have a good night. Imagine being the biggest living creature on the earth. You don't have to imagine it, sadly. Yeah, you're banned.
This often takes him off, resulting in him expressing anger and quote banning the person who made the joke. But that's just it. It's all just a play, an act. Everything from his loud voice to animated expressions are all a part of his streaming persona. This was perfectly explained by his viewers when someone asked in Caseoh's subreddit reading, "Does Caseoh actually ban people when he says it?" To which someone replied, "No, it's just a joke, lol." Another comment further clarified the situation. He only bans people when they say racist, sexist, or really offensive things, or when they straight up become a problem. Most of it is just for laughs. So despite being provoked by his chat so often and enduring constant fat shaming, he remains patient and lets his audience have their fun. Sure, he acts as though he's actually angry, but it's clear this show of anger is just to keep things entertaining. However, this behavior is in stark contrast with FouseyTube, a popular YouTuber and streamer whose career suffered from his intense anger issues. Fousey is one of the OGs of online content creation, who is known for his once popular public prank and social experiment videos. However, as the popularity of such content diminished, so did his mental stability. In 2017, he decided to take a year-long break and, upon returning, announced a fan meetup event that, in his own words, would rival Coachella. Unfortunately, this event turned disastrous when none of the promised artists made it to the event. And to make matters even worse, someone called in a bomb, causing the whole event to be cancelled. This led to Fousey's public breakdown in front of his fans.
Fousey is the biggest piece of shit, egotistical asshole on this earth. I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself.
While many people meme this meltdown to hell and back,
I'm crying right now because I'm in fear.
others expressed genuine concern for his well-being. This actually made me genuinely concerned for his mental health. I hope he has good friends around him that prioritize his well-being over making money. Following this, Fousey stepped into the world of IRL streaming and vowed to broadcast every waking hour of his life. And while this was going well in the beginning, things started to once again break down as time went on, with Fousey having more and more mental breakdowns during his streams. In one instance, he even physically lashed out at another streamer. His situation reached a critical point when, after receiving death threats, he called 911 in distress, claiming someone had a gun to his head.
Send the cops. There's a gun to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. Help, ma'am, he left. Ma'am, he left. There's a gun to my head. Help, get them. Help, bye.
And when cops arrived, Fousey started yelling at them instead of clearly explaining his situation.
How do you want us to look for him if you don't know where he's
I have his address!
What is his address?
I said grab my security 20 minutes ago!
His lack of cooperation and erratic behavior led to the cops arresting him instead.
You guys are dumb as man. You guys are literally dumb as oh yeah. Hey, record this! Security! Come in here now!
In contrast to Caseoh's controlled reactions, Fousey's inability to manage his anger and pride led to severe consequences, which ultimately impacted both his career and personal life. Though, if we're going to talk about being prideful, there's no streamer more fitting than Jack Doherty. The sin of pride is defined as an excessive love of one's own excellence. While having self-respect is important, thinking too highly of yourself can give you an arrogant and unlikable personality, which in many people's eyes is exactly what happened to Jack Doherty. On the flip side, Jynxzi is a living example of humility, which is the heavenly virtue of staying humble regardless of your position in life. They're both massively successful young streamers, so what makes them so polar opposite in their approach to fame and influence? For Jack, the answer might lie in the fact that he's basically grown up on the internet. Jack began his online career on YouTube 7 years ago when he was just 13 years old. His channel blew up from the get-go, with one of his earlier videos receiving over 3.4 million views to date. This early success likely had a negative effect on the young boy's impressionable mind as he began chasing success and money at expense of those around him. Jack went from doing harmless and innocent pranks like trick-or-treating the day after Halloween,
trick-or-treat, I'm being a doctor,
to harassing people in public for views.
What? Little Prop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
He kept pushing boundaries, going as far as doxing a Walmart employee for kicking him out after Jack trashed the store.
Put a picture on the screen right here. His name is Donato.
To make matters worse, Jack also started bragging about his success and flexing his wealth on Twitter. This not only made him more unlikable, but also negatively impacted the reception of his content. The thing that makes Jack so obnoxious is that he has literally no redeeming qualities. Everything he does is either annoying or bragging. There is no respect or anything. If you asked AI to create the world's most punchable face, it would spit out this kid Jack. By comparison, the public has a much more favorable view of Jynxzi thanks to his down-to-earth personality. Jynxzi began his career as an energetic Rainbow Six Siege player, streaming on Twitch back in 2019. But his streaming career finally began to take off when he started posting clips of his streams on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. His high-octane personality immediately caught the viewers' attention and received millions of views. Jynxzi also went from 13,000 live viewers in 2023, which was already quite impressive, to over 200,000 in 2024. Not only that, he even became the most subscribed channel on Twitch, surpassing the likes of XQC and Cenat. But despite reaching the top of the streaming world, Jynxzi didn't become pretentious like Jack. He remained grounded and humble. And when asked about his enormous accomplishment, this is all he had to say.
Are you officially the #1 streamer on Twitch?
Right now, in the last like 2 months, yeah.
That's crazy.
How does that feel?
I mean, no different than
Pretty
being
humble, bro.
No different than being #2 or #3. It's just like,
No, it's not. It's completely different.
dude, I still wake up in the same bed. Like, I don't know. Nothing changes after that.
As a comment on one of his videos pointed out, much respect for this kid having money and not letting it change his life. Even when Jynxzi bought a new car, he didn't make a show of it online. He also chose a practical Honda instead of a flashy sports car like any other streamer in his position. To celebrate, he only made a simple post showing his gratitude to his viewers for the support. This, unsurprisingly, is the polar opposite of Jack Doherty, who loves bragging about his Lamborghini purchases, and it's easy to see why. Because unlike Jack, Jynxzi is not doing this to get filthy rich and famous. Instead, his main priority is his family and the time he gets to spend with them.
Dude, to me, family's all you really have in life. Like, you can have like money or fame or whatever, but at the end of the day, all that really matters is like the people you truly care about. So like, dude, I'm 22, bro. Like, I have my whole life to go f off and live by myself. I may as well spend as much time with my mom and dad while I can.
This split in priorities is also the main difference between them. While Jack Doherty's pride in his wealth and fame will keep forcing him to cross any line for more views, Jynxzi's humility and kindness allows him to keep doing his best to support his family and grow his business. However, if we're mentioning kindness, we can't forget the undisputed king of compassion and warm interaction with his fans. Kindness is the quality of being friendly and caring towards others, and Cenat expresses this trait every chance he gets, especially when he's out interacting with his fans. Not so long ago, Kai was the biggest streamer on Twitch with over 306,000 active subscribers. Yet despite his monumental success, he's always been down to earth when talking to his fans. Like the time he met a passionate fan in Nigeria, Kai not only listened to his troubles, but also promised him a new PC to help kickstart his streaming career.
You don't gotta cry, bro.
I'm an aspiring streamer. I need a PC so I can start streaming, bro.
Oh, you want a PC?
Yeah, I want to stream, bro.
I know, but damn, don't cry. I'ma see you again. I'll be out here. Text me on Instagram.
I already did 200 times.
Okay, so what's your Instagram? Okay, I'm gonna text you right now. I promise. I got you, bro, I promise.
He also had a similar interaction with another superfan in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you're getting a PC, buddy. You're definitely getting a PC, bro.
W Kai out here changing lives. And while majority of the time it's Kai giving away free stuff, sometimes it's his loyal fans that return the favor.
What's up?
I have something for you. This is by 2006. Kobe in Taiwan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, give me a ball.
Kobe gave you this. Damn, you want me to have it?
Yeah, I'll give you.
But there's another side to Kai's kindness, and that's his ability to connect with others and build relationships. And the clearest example of this is his relationship with Ray. Kai first met Ray when he visited Japan in July of 2023. Ray recognized Kai streaming outside and came up to meet him with enthusiasm, and Kai responded with an equal amount of joy on his face.
Yo! What's good, bro?
It's my dream.
It's your dream?
Yeah! My boy!
I love you, man.
Kai! Yeah!
Oh my god! I love you, bro!
Kai quickly realized that Ray was on the same wavelength as him. This led him to inviting Ray to America for 2 weeks, and the two had a blast. They filmed a short film together inspired by Rush Hour called Global Pursuit. He pranked Ray on stream.
He just here from America for the first time, so you're actually the 5th girl that you speak to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you good, like, yeah. Alright, Ray, start talking.
Why are you looking? What?
What are you name? Fuck, I know it's you.
And even accepted the Streamer of the Year award with Ray on stage.
That being said, you know who did? Got it.
Kai's viewers also love their interaction, with memes like these getting tens of thousands of views and likes. And to think that this friendship started from a simple interaction just because Kai decided to show kindness to a passionate fan is pretty cool to think about. But where some people love to uplift others, there are those who would do anything to tear them down. This behavior perfectly sums up the disrespectful online persona and envious nature of Neon. The sin of envy is the act of showing bitterness or sadness at another's good fortune or excellence in wanting it for one's own self but never feeling satisfied. This definition perfectly summarizes Neon's whole career, as almost everything he said or done was for the sole purpose of going viral and joining the big leagues of the streaming world without having to put in the required legwork. His stunts range from launching a barrage of insults at a plus-size content creator on a live stream,
Your fucking big ass gap in her teeth. I want to literally head off. Oh my god, you're fucking ugly. Holy shit, you're fucking hideous. You're fucking hideous.
to screaming like a maniac on a stream with Andrew Tate.
You're a disgrace to the
who the man is. You not know who the man is.
Favorite yourself. You bitch. Put her in house arrest, you.
And faking his own death for clout by claiming that he had a brain tumor. I think Neon has done more than enough to make people hate him forever. Recently, he even got arrested for illegally filming female cops in Dubai. However, his career took a turning point in April of 2024 when Neon was banned for reckless driving during a live stream.
What the fuck? Squeeze! No, squeeze!
It's evident that Neon has and will continue to do these insufferable acts to stay relevant as the creator he envies. On the other hand, Kai's kind persona and heart of gold would continue to earn him loyal fans like Ray. However, it can be argued that even the worst of Neon's antics are nothing compared to that of Riot Law, who is the personification of lust. Lust is a sin for someone who often suffers from strong cravings or desires, often of sexual nature. Riot Law exemplifies this by streaming himself on Omegle, where he often attempts to convince women into engaging in sexual activities or revealing themselves in ways.
To be honest, can you just like, okay, when you stood up, I was really only looking at one thing, to be honest. Can you just like, show me your tits?
For those unaware, Omegle is a site where you can anonymously video chat with other people, and Riot Law uses the platform to find the next victim of his quote-unquote content. Most of his streams follow a similar format. He connects with girls on Omegle, talks with them a little, and tries to steer the conversation to where he can get them to expose themselves on stream. However, that's not everything, because a couple months prior, a YouTuber by the name of Something About Chickens made an expose video on Riot Law, in which he showed evidence of Riot soliciting the same responses from minors.
This is Riot LOL. Omar is his real name. He's a 20-year-old Kick streamer, TikToker, Twitter/X user, whatever you want to call it. And here's him about to get a girl that's clearly, let's say, not of age to expose herself live on his stream.
And I didn't spend a single Oh my.
Oh my god, my just like out. What the hell?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, why are they not more out is the real question. I mean, like, what time is it? You know, it's already demon hours. Kid. Wait, listen, how old are you? I'm 19.
Oh, I'm 16.
You said 18?
Yeah.
On one instance, Riot even made some suggestive remarks for a literal baby.
Oh my, what's your name? Hey, listen, you're really pretty, but can I talk to the one in the middle? Yo, I'm kidding. Alright, that's insane. Yeah.
Now, I had to blur out who Riot was actually talking about, because it was a baby.
This kind of behavior isn't just immoral, it's straight up evil. Not to mention how this is also the exact opposite of Ludwig, who is a strong follower of chastity. For Ludwig, chastity can be defined as the virtue of complete fidelity to a partner, as he's been loyal to his girlfriend Cutie Cinderella for over 4 years now. It was in May of 2020 when Ludwig revealed his relationship to the world on Twitter, and the couple began appearing more and more in each other's streams.
This is the first one!
Since then, they've collaborated on several massive projects like the Streamer Awards and the chess boxing event. It's clear that both have helped each other grow their audience considerably, though their relationship is also an inspiration for their viewers, showcasing what a healthier and pure relationship looks like. If I don't have a relationship like theirs, I don't want it. Blood and QT are the relationship everyone dreams of having. Over 4 years later, Ludwig's relationship with QT is as strong as ever, serving as a clear example of chastity and loyalty for their fans. On the contrary, while Riot Law has since been banned from Kick, no one will likely surpass the lust and desire in his content. With that said, not all streamers share the same values. Some are driven by greed and solely focus on making money. Put simply, greed is the desire to gain as much material wealth as possible. A streamer by the name of Bad Bunny became the symbol of greed when she got angry at her viewers for not making any donations on multiple occasions.
$5 a month! How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? Because it's like people just really really don't respect me as a content creator. Chat, I haven't got a donation or a sub for an hour. What the for an hour? What the an hour when I'm working for free? What the
This immediately blew up across the internet, and people saw her as nothing more than greedy and entitled. She's moaning about people not having $5 while she is begging for $5. She's basically saying, you don't have a life, now give me money. Penguin Zero's opinion on the situation also matched most of the existing criticism online.
But yeah, this narcissist is probably the greediest person on Twitch. She's like the Mr. Krabs of streaming, but not nearly as cool as Mr. Krabs because she has a shitty personality, a horrible attitude, and the worst perspective on things on that entire platform.
But another streamer jumped in and said this.
And the reason why this is getting retweeted and liked so much is because she's an attractive woman who didn't act like a nice person, which is what makes frustrated incels angry.
Basically claiming that all of the backlash was from incels, though Charlie quickly shot down his argument as well.
Yeah, this hero decides to make it an issue about her being a woman despite the fact that that is irrelevant to why people don't like it. It's because people don't like someone that says shit like that and it is that greedy and that disrespectful and that entitled. It has nothing to do with her being a woman.
It's clear that Bad Bunny's greed for money rubbed off wrong on a lot of people, but not every streamer is like her, because some streamers like Jacksepticeye are the beacons of charity. Charity is about selflessly aiding others and helping make the world a better place for everyone, even at the expense of personal self. And Jack fits this description perfectly. The most notable of his contributions come from his yearly Thankmas streams, which started back in 2017. The idea behind these charity streams was quite straightforward.
The whole idea behind Thankmas is to engage so many different creators, so many different people, so many different types of communities to make as much real-world impact as we can with the resources that we have.
And it caught on quickly, with the first Thankmas stream raising over $346,000 for Save the Children. Since then, Jack has organized over 28 different charity events, including ones for Black Lives Matter, Team Trees, and World Central Kitchen. In total, Jacksepticeye has raised and donated over $26 million to charities across the globe. What makes Jack's charitable efforts even greater is that he never brags about them or presents himself as some kind of savior. Instead, he thanks everyone else for their support.
I think we should be thanking all the people at home too, who stay up late, who watch every single year, who stay for the entire stream, or even if you just come in for 5 minutes, donate and leave, it all makes such a massive difference to everything we're doing.
So, while greedy streamers like Bad Bunny are ridiculed and then forgotten by the masses, Jack's humble yet diligent nature is the reason his charity streams will continue to do good for the world. Coincidentally though, diligence and hard work are also the reasons why so many people love Shroud, and also why many have an issue with XQC's lazy reaction content. XQC is one of the most well-known streamers in the world, and rightfully so. He's been streaming for over 8 years now, and once held the title as the most subscribed streamer on Twitch with over 102,000 active subscribers. He was originally an esports streamer who played Overwatch professionally, but as his popularity grew, his content streams went from this to this.
Right about here, in Dallas, Texas, American President John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
on November 22nd, 1963.
Energetic gameplay to silent reactions. Many viewers saw these empty reactions from XQC as nothing but pure sloth, which is a sin of not wanting to work because of laziness and lack of motivation. In other words, people saw this type of content as sluggish and many people called him out on this behavior. The problem is that he played something that someone worked really hard on in its almost entirety on stream with zero commentary in the middle and poked fun of it at the end after the video was done. Reactions are only fine in terms of copyright because they are transformative. You didn't do anything transformative. You took potential views from the guy and now you're mad that people are rightfully upset at your actions? Learn to understand that you did wrong and apologize for the incident and learn from it. This isn't it, Chief. But simply, as XQC's fame grew, his passion and interest towards producing better content diminished, which is the complete opposite of the streamer Shroud, who is the best examples of diligence, the quality of applying steady, earnest, and energetic effort to the task at hand. Shroud first found success as one of the best pro players for Counter-Strike.
Sneako as well was going to push out from apartments. They didn't have that last time. They didn't have that string to the row, so automatic down means Shroud has to respond. Nothing saves him, and he steps up in the pit. Cloud9 find 5.
Eventually, he moved away from esports and began streaming a variety of games on Twitch, and that's when his true nature became apparent. Put simply, Shroud is a hard worker. Whenever he picks up a new game, he dedicates time and effort until he becomes one of the best players in that game. And it's Shroud's diligence to his craft that'll keep his viewers coming back for more, while XQC would keep getting labeled as a content thief by the internet if he continues in his slothful ways. Penguin0 and Sneako have always been known to have a strong rivalry between them. From controversy and disagreements, the two of them exemplify two very different aspects: humility and pride. Humility is described as the quality of being humble, modest, and down to earth. Meanwhile, pride is defined as an excessive love of one's own excellence. No other YouTuber best represents pride than Sneako. With controversial views and a self-proclaimed realist mindset, Sneako aims to challenge societal norms and influence his followers to escape the matrix through his content. Penguin0, meanwhile, is known for his humble and down-to-earth nature, setting a prime example of modesty and authenticity. He's not afraid to share embarrassing stories, showing how relatable he is. Even when faced with heated conflicts, like his feud with Sneako, Penguin0 keeps his cool and responds with logic and humor. The conflict between Sneako and Critical is a perfect way to answer why they represent their sin or virtue. When I revisited their beef 2 weeks ago, we explored what exactly led to Sneako to threaten Charlie's life with a gun.
Voice Critical, you wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
But a quick summary, in August 2020, the feud between them was marked when Penguin0 criticized the controversial Netflix film Cuties, sparking a heated exchange with Sneako.
The fact that Cuties is on Netflix is nothing shy of a crime in my opinion. It is actual softcore child.
Sneako would then make his own video praising the movie while indirectly insulting Charlie. Instead of calmly addressing issues, Sneako resorts to aggressive tweets and physical challenges. While Penguin0 admits his mistakes and values integrity, Sneako often refuses to acknowledge his own flaws, preferring to keep up a tough guy image.
You got going on, the Pokemon cards, your pale face, the G Fuel fridge, the zero drip, the fact you just look like, look at the curtain pulled all the way down. You need to get some sun.
The whole situation would take a dramatic turn, as Sneako would challenge Charlie to a fistfight and would even threaten his life with a gun.
3 months you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips.
However, the controversy would be quickly ended by Charlie when he points out all of Sneako's past controversies, shutting down all of his accusations, and did something that would shock the internet.
Because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said, watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a f***ing imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look stupid here.
Since then, the drama between the two of them has simmered down.
Overall, the whole conversation went in a totally different direction than I expected. Of course, he's still very passionate about some things, and we still fought on quite a few things, and the reality is there's just a lot of things that I don't see eye to eye to him on with some of the things he talks about. But overall, I really walked away with a very different impression of Sneako.
But one thing still remains certain, and it's that Charlie will always be the most humble YouTuber, while Sneako will always suffer due to his pride. During YouTube's boom in the early 2010s, some of the biggest content creators on the platform rose to fame. Two of those being PewDiePie and EDP445. The main difference between them? Well, one of them is a married man who's dedicated to his family, while the other is a confirmed pedophile who had been kicked out of YouTube. This is exactly what makes PewDiePie a great example of the heavenly virtue of chastity, while EDP is the opposite, being the human equivalent of lust. Chastity is described as complete fidelity to one's husband or wife during marriage, or refraining from any sexual activity that's considered immoral. Lust, on the other hand, is someone who often suffers from strong cravings or desire, often of sexual nature. EDP445 was a popular YouTuber known for his explosive personality and often controversial content. However, his career would soon be destroyed as one by one, allegations popped up against him. These allegations were by various girls, talking about how EDP had groomed them while they were underage. But the true catalyst that led to EDP's downfall came immediately after the cupcake incident. On the 18th of April 2021, EDP was caught trying to pick up a cupcake.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
However, when EDP arrived, he was instead confronted by a group of people who were all a part of a massive sting operation set up to expose him. The people confronted EDP about his interactions with a decoy 13-year-old girl that the team had set up. This included inappropriate messages and videos, all sent by EDP to a girl that he thought was underage.
You know, nothing that was going to be involved, because I'm not like that, you know. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was...
The situation quickly became one of the most infamous incidents in YouTube history, and as a result, EDP slowly lost everything. Both his main channel and second channel were terminated, and he struggles to find new jobs or even places to live in. Since then, EDP's career has been shrouded in mystery. Some people stated that he had been arrested, while others say he's taken small side jobs to keep himself afloat. Meanwhile, despite living in different countries, PewDiePie and his now wife Marcia kept their connection alive through daily chats and calls, showing how much they cared for each other. Because PewDiePie was determined to see Marcia in person, the two of them managed to move in together.
How's it going, everyone? My name is PewDiePie. The reason why I haven't been uploading videos is because I'm in Italy with my girl, and I'm having a great time, so you should be happy for me.
As PewDiePie navigated through controversies in his career, Marcia remained a constant source of strength. Her unwavering support during these tough times showed the depth of their relationship. Together, they faced challenges head-on, only growing closer as a result. PewDiePie and Marcia's relationship is built on selflessness, kindness, and unwavering support, reflecting the essence of chastity in its purest form. Until now, nobody's really sure what he's been up to, but it's clear that EDP's YouTube career has been thrown under the bus, all because of his lust, while PewDiePie has since retired in Japan with his wife and newborn son. Being kind to one's partner could very easily extend to being kind to others, which is exactly what CoryxKenshin exemplifies, and in direct contrast, how the sin of wrath best describes that vegan teacher. Kindness is described as a quality of being selfless, compassionate, and merciful. The sin of wrath, in contrast, is a strong feeling of hatred or resentment with a desire for vengeance against others. Vegan teacher exemplifies the sin of wrath through her explosive displays of excess anger, particularly in her YouTube content. While her initial videos started off tame, she later adopted a more sensationalist approach to garner views, often resorting to calling out famous influencers in an aggressive manner. Despite her intentions to promote veganism, her confrontational style alienates potential followers and undermines the seriousness of the cause.
2 brand new Feastable bars, milk chocolate, and...
What? Milk chocolate! Milk chocolate comes from a cycle of violence! Are you okay with that? Then stealing the milk that belongs to them? The f is wrong with you?
Meanwhile, CoryxKenshin demonstrates patience and kindness through his consistent advocacy for mental health awareness and social justice initiatives. Despite facing personal challenges, such as the need for frequent breaks from content creation, CoryxKenshin always returns to make a positive impact, both on his audience and through charities all over the world. Even his commitment to addressing issues like unfair video monetization on YouTube reflects his patience in tackling systemic problems over the long term. That's where the main difference between the two crop up. CoryxKenshin approaches issues with patience and understanding, focusing on long-term solutions and positive change. In contrast, Vegan Teacher's approach is characterized by impulsiveness and aggression, leading to conflicts and controversy. On December 30, 2020, Daz Games posted a reaction video where he criticized the Vegan Teacher.
The club, we're so glad you're in it.
When I'm in the kitchen, all I want is chicken, so go and f*** yourself.
Just a few days later, on January 2nd, 2021, Vegan Teacher responded with a video defending herself, but it only caused even more hate towards her.
Mr. Daz, you should be vegan. And you know why you won't be vegan? Because you're too weak.
And that's the main issue with that Vegan Teacher, her confrontational style of content. This has led to a lot of criticism and backlash, detracting from the credibility of her message and hindering her effectiveness as a vegan activist. In January of 2021, Vegan Teacher posted a TikTok about Gordon Ramsay, where she sang a song parodying one she sang in front of a McDonald's.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
Ramsay then responded with a duet video of his own, where he ate lettuce, spat it out, and jokingly called her a vegan donut before eating a beef burger.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan
as long
donut.
as you're vegan from now on.
The Vegan Teacher then replied with a video that was taken down by TikTok. On March 19, 2021, Ramsay uploaded a video titled Gordon Ramsay Goes Vegan for Steak, where he announced that he was finally going vegan for lunch. In the video, Ramsay cooked an eggplant steak and shared his recipe. The Vegan Teacher misinterpreted Ramsay's statement about going vegan and sarcastically congratulated him in a song. However, when she realized he wasn't actually going vegan, she criticized Ramsay for animal cruelty, calling him the devil and comparing him to Adolf Hitler.
Hello, students. Today we're going to talk about the devil. The devil's name is Gordon Ramsay. You write to me and you tell me how Gordon Ramsay is different from Hitler.
Then, on July 6, 2021, the Vegan Teacher dropped a diss track against Gordon Ramsay on her YouTube channel. The video received overwhelming dislikes, with 11,000 dislikes compared to only 1,000 likes.
And by the way, why is Gordon Ramsay so despicably vegan-phobic when he could so easily turn it around and decisively be a vegan ally? Be vegan fantastic!
At the end of the day, CoryxKenshin remains humble and approachable, engaging with criticism constructively and encouraging his audience to respond with kindness. Vegan Teacher, on the other hand, often reacts defensively to criticism, further fueling conflicts and reinforcing negative perceptions of her behavior. On YouTube, it's clear how many creators value and respect Cory, while most people just make fun of the Vegan Teacher. Because of that, it's clear to see how kindness will always pay, instead of being a wrathful person. Greed is described as a strong and selfish desire to have more of something, most often money or power. Logan Paul's journey in the spotlight has been marked by a very prominent theme: greed. While he initially gained fame through his vlogs, his pursuit of wealth and fame seems to overshadow everything else. From questionable promotions to controversial stunts, Logan's actions often raise eyebrows and spark debates. His relentless pursuit of success at times comes across as driven more by greed than by a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world. Logan Paul's pursuit of fame often seems to be driven by self-promotion and attention-seeking behavior. While he does have a massive following, his involvement in controversies and scandals has raised questions about his credibility and ethics. In fact, one of Logan Paul's biggest controversies in recent years had been related to his failed crypto project called CryptoZoo. At first, the game received criticism for its use of stock images and did not receive a positive reception. In December of 2022, Coffeezilla, a YouTuber known for uncovering cryptocurrency scams, aired a 3-part series on his YouTube channel, exposing the game's lack of functionality despite raising millions of dollars from investors.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around $15,000 US.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000. $500,000 Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't!
The criticisms included concerns about marketing the game to children, launching it several months before its announcement, and allowing the team to purchase large amounts of cryptocurrency to inflate its value. In response, Logan released a video refuting the allegations and threatened legal action against Coffeezilla, but did not provide further details on the legal and developmental issues with CryptoZoo.
I watched a 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money.
The response was later removed by Logan after all the backlash. A year later, in January of 2024, Logan initiated a program offering partial refunds to fans who agreed not to pursue legal action against him, which was seen by his audience as an easy way for him to avoid getting sued. It was obvious in the whole crypto scam that Logan's goal was merely to milk the most amount of money out of the project, but when he was caught in the act, he quickly scrambled and tried to cover it up. MrBeast also let his pride get to him. MrBeast started off as a golden boy of YouTube, becoming the biggest YouTuber ever in 2024, and he's currently sitting at over 320 million subscribers. However, on the 25th of July 2024, an unknown YouTube channel named Dogpack404 dropped a video that killed MrBeast's reputation overnight. It turned out that MrBeast had been faking a lot of his videos, but he was too proud to ever admit it.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out, you can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
More and more allegations started popping up every day. MrBeast and Amazon are being sued by contestants on his upcoming Beast Game series for failure to prevent sexual harassment, failure to pay overtime and minimum wage, and no meal and rest breaks provided to participants. Several contestants ended up hospitalized, others reported suffering physical and mental complications. Surely, with all of these controversies piling up, MrBeast would make a public announcement clearing things up and taking accountability, right? Instead, he did the exact opposite, trying to silence anyone who spoke up against him, showing exactly how prideful he was. He's deleted thousands of comments, retroactively edited videos, and unlisted several videos. Meanwhile, he is serving cease and desist letters to an ex-employee speaking out. As a result of this, MrBeast's videos have allegedly been receiving hundreds of thousands of dislikes, and YouTube is now full of videos exposing him as a fraud. Logan and MrBeast's obsession with money is pretty similar to what SniperWolf is doing right now, except she is much more lazier. This brings us to sloth versus diligence. Sloth is an excessive laziness or the failure to act and utilize on one's talents, while diligence means to be hardworking and zealously seek for something with all of one's heart, strength, and might. SniperWolf's behavior is characterized by slothfulness, particularly in what many consider to be lazy reaction videos. But that isn't all. Even her responses to criticism and conflict could be associated with sloth. SniperWolf has been involved in many public feuds and controversies, including the most recent one involving YouTuber Jack's films. This is mainly due to the fact that she's been stealing content from other creators and quote-unquote reacting to them while offering little to no original content of her own. Meanwhile, Coffeezilla is a complete opposite of sloth and instead exemplifies diligence through his extensive investigative work, particularly in exposing online scams and fraudulent schemes. In his videos, he delves deep into the tactics employed by fake gurus who promise quick wealth but often prey on vulnerable individuals. Rather than demonstrating diligence in resolving conflicts or improving her content, SniperWolf would instead dox the people she does not like and engaging in behavior that compromises the safety and well-being of others. Her reluctance to address criticism or take responsibility for her actions highlights a lack of diligence and accountability, especially with her completely fake apology to Jack's films. These are in direct contrast to Coffeezilla's approach to investigating and addressing issues. Coffeezilla meticulously uncovers the strategies used by scammers, from leveraging cult of personality dynamics to exploiting once legitimate money-making methods. Ultimately, Coffeezilla's diligence and integrity sets him apart as a trusted source of information and advocate for consumer protection, while SniperWolf's behavior reflects a lack of diligence and accountability in her approach to content creation and conflict resolution. MrBeast copycats are everywhere on YouTube, and while they try their best to gain as much money and fame as possible, all they truly gain is envy. Envy is the complete opposite of kindness. It's the sin of jealousy over the blessings and achievements of others, while kindness is being compassionate towards others. Through their attempts to imitate MrBeast's success without embodying the genuine kindness and philanthropy that define his brand, these copycats usually just prioritize copying MrBeast's extravagant giveaways and attention-grabbing stunts in hopes of achieving similar levels of fame and fortune. fortune. A great example of this is A4, also known as a Russian MrBeast copycat. Not only are his crazy pranks and challenges similar to MrBeast's videos, his biggest issue is the fact that A4 had apparently been stealing MrBeast's thumbnails and was simply just photoshopping his own face over MrBeast.
Who seems to not only steal numerous aspects of MrBeast's videos, but additionally many other large English-speaking creators, remarketing it to a non-English speaking audience who may not be completely aware of the creators from which the content is being stolen.
A4 didn't even try to deny it and replied to the controversy on his Instagram, saying that him stealing thumbnails wasn't a big deal and that he was 10,000 times better than MrBeast. In direct contrast to envy, Markiplier epitomizes kindness through his genuine and compassionate interactions with his audience and philanthropic efforts. As a prominent YouTuber, Markiplier consistently demonstrates empathy and generosity, often using his platform to spread positivity and support charitable causes. His dedication to making a positive impact on others' lives is evident in his involvement with various charitable initiatives, including raising money for campaigns such as Save the Children and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. However, Markiplier's kindness extends beyond his online presence, as he frequently engages with fans, offering words of encouragement and support to those in need. His authentic and caring demeanor fosters a sense of community and belonging among his followers, making him a beloved figure in the YouTube community. While both Markiplier and MrBeast copycats may attract attention through their content, their underlying intentions and impact on their audience differ significantly. Markiplier's kindness is rooted in genuine empathy and a desire to uplift others, whereas the envy-driven actions of MrBeast copycats lack authenticity and sincerity. The sin of gluttony can be defined as an uncontrollable overindulgence in something, but can also refer to other destructive habits like gambling, which is what makes Trainwreckstv the perfect embodiment of the sin. On the flip side, Penguin Zero Moist Critical is the perfect example of the heavenly virtue of temperance, which is described as emotional restraint or self-control. Both of them are some of the most well-known streamers ever, so what exactly makes them different? Well, on the one hand, Trainwreckstv is one of the most successful streamers on Twitch, with over 2.1 million followers and over 30,000 live viewers on average. However, he's also one of the few streamers with a massive crippling gambling addiction that's consuming his life and costing him tens of millions of dollars.
What's the most you've lost in one night trying gambling?
In one day, I think it was $24.9 million USD.
Jesus Christ. And that was just one night. It really is bizarre to think that someone can lose more money than I will ever see in my life in the course of one live stream. Last year, while chatting with Adin Ross, Trainwreckstv revealed that he had risked over $3.7 billion USD on the crypto gambling website called Stake. By any account, this is an astronomical amount that most people can't even imagine, let alone hope to see in their lifetime.
Statistics. Wait, go to your statistics.
Is this statistics?
Woo!
Jesus.
Oh my
Is
God.
that 3 billion? Yeah.
Whoa!
4 billion.
This is not to say he hasn't had some massive wins over the years. In fact, one time he won a jaw-dropping $22.5 million in a single spin.
That's that fraud luck, baby. Boom, boom. Oh, dude.
However, what he is involved in now is much more disturbingly worse than his past. Trainwreckstv is influencing some of his viewers to gamble in these online casinos, causing them to lose their life savings trying to hit it big like their favorite streamer. This is completely irresponsible and borders on manipulation. He may not see it that way, but his influence has a bigger impact than he knows. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, however, we have Moist Critical, who is a living example of temperance, which is described as emotional restraint or self-control. This became apparent a few years ago when he took an interest in opening Yu-Gi-Oh cards in hopes of finding the rare ones.
This is the second most expensive secret rare in the set, so for value, I'm crushing it. But I want the other secret rares. That are the Starlight rares, that's the fucking point.
Some of his fans got worried that he might potentially develop a gambling addiction, but as Charlie clarified in his video titled Addiction, he never went over the edge to fuel such thing. Charlie practiced temperance and only spent a small portion of his monthly income on these cards. And this is just one example of him showing restraint. If we look a bit deeper, we can find the same level of self-restraint throughout his entire career. Unlike many of his fellow streamers, Charlie never yells, screams, or gets obnoxiously loud, even when getting jump scared during a horror game.
Do a little speed run. Okay.
his temperance extends beyond his streaming life as well. We know this because Charlie is incredibly disciplined. You can see it in his impressive physique, which requires consistent hard work in the gym to maintain. So while Trainwreckstv destroys his life with copious amounts of gambling debt and sets a bad example for his viewers, Moist Critical's tempered and restrained approach to life stands out as a beacon of positivity for his fans. But if we're going to talk about positive influences, we can't ignore the example of patience set by JiDion. Patience is the ability to continue doing something despite setbacks or difficulties, and JiDion embodied this virtue during the lowest point of his online career. JiDion first rose to fame on YouTube, where he gained over 7.7 million subscribers. In 2018, he also started streaming on Twitch and quickly gained a loyal following due to his unique humor and charismatic personality. However, his streaming career took a turn for the worse in January of 2022 when he urged his viewers to spam L+ ratio in Pokimane's chat as a prank.
Everybody say L+ ratio.
So
Dude, you were schmooving,
another
man. That's what I'm saying.
streamer or just bots?
What do I do?
Let's see, what do I
I think I just force my
Oh.
gun here.
I think I
Or-
merely buy the best gun in the game.
Who is JiDion?
What seemed like a harmless joke quickly backfired, because Twitch slapped him with a 14-day ban for inciting bullying and harassment against a fellow streamer. But it didn't stop there. Pokimane urged Twitch to take stronger action, and his temporary ban became permanent. What makes this ban even more ridiculous is the glaring hypocrisy. Twitch handed Kamika a mere 7-day ban for engaging in sexually explicit activities on stream, yet they slapped JiDion with a lifetime ban. In case you missed it, on August 24, 2022, Kamika went live and had sex on stream right in front of her audience. As a result, she got a 7-day ban for that, while JiDion was banned for life.
I know why, but like, how long are you banned for?
7 days.
This showed clear favoritism and sexism from the Twitch staff. As a comment on YouTube pointed out, this is like a murderer getting a 1-year sentence, yet a bank robber gets a death sentence. JiDion had every right to be angry, but instead of flying off the handle and ranting endlessly, he posted a now deleted video titled Twitch, Sexist and Favoritism. In this video, he calmly explained his mistreatment by Twitch and also revealed that he doesn't care about getting back on Twitch anymore and just wants to move on with his life.
I'm not making this video to get back on Twitch. I don't care anymore. I'm on YouTube, I'm having fun, I'm doing my own thing. The old JiDion would care, yeah, but I don't care anymore. I'm doing this to make a stand. I'm doing this because I know this is what's right.
Just a month after the ban, he even made up with Poki after meeting with her in person. Throughout the whole situation, JiDion demonstrated a level of patience that's in stark contrast with the wrath and anger displayed by streamers like Sneako. Simply put, wrath is anger and rage cranked up to 11. It's basically a strong feeling of hatred or resentment with a desire for vengeance. And while he is on a better path now, Sneako is a personification of wrath not too long ago.
You're so stupid! You are so stupid!
The perfect example of Sneako showing wrath occurred during the infamous beef with him and Penguin Zero. What started as a simple disagreement over the artistic merit of a movie with Moist Critical quickly turned into a rage-filled beef between the two. After the movie Cuties released on Netflix, Charlie uploaded a video criticizing it for its provocative story involving minors.
This is going to be the most embarrassing thing I've ever admitted to in a video. I've had no problem over the last 14 years talking about it. Times I've sucked my own dick when I used to rub my own hand in my asshole just to smell it when I was younger. I talked about tons of embarrassing shit, but this right here is on a whole nother level, and it's genuinely painful for me to say this, but I've fucking sinned. I tried to watch Cuties. I say tried to watch because I only got through about 30 minutes before I turned it off. It is beyond repulsive. It is absolutely disgusting. The fact that Cuties is on Netflix is nothing shy of a crime in my opinion. It is actual softcore child porn. I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I made that video talking about how maybe Netflix marketing just f***ed it up and it's really not a movie that sexualizes kids, but it's significantly worse than I thought it would be, and according to every other YouTuber I've now watched, it is significantly worse than they thought it would be.
A while after this review, Sneako uploaded a now deleted video titled, I Have a Confession, Cuties is my new favorite film, in which he called out Charlie for not liking the movie.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were gonna piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just, deplorable. Come on, man.
Following this, Sneako started attacking Charlie for seemingly no reason, beginning with insults about Charlie's appearance.
But you realize like how anybody critical of red pill, like alpha male ideologies is always kind of like this? Like, pretty much like a white guy who looks like he doesn't really go outside that much.
And then moving on to mocking Charlie's monogamous relationship with his now ex-girlfriend Tiana.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl.
After Charlie responded to these comments with a video titled, "I didn't want to talk about this," and some back and forth on Twitter.
What the f are you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened?
Sneako escalated the situation by saying that he could beat Charlie in a fist fight.
I'm talking to you right now. Tell me. Tell me. I'm not watching your fucking clips. Tell that to your chat. Let's pull up. Were you in Tampa? Say that shit to my face. I ain't watching no clips on Twitch on a bot platform. I know you listening to me right now. You in Tampa? Tell that shit to my face. Nerds have more power than men who could beat them in a fight. I could beat the shit out of Penguin Zero. He knows it.
And when this didn't work in scaring off Charlie, he began threatening Charlie's life with a gun on stream.
So he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
But in classic Sneako fashion, this only resulted in him getting more humiliated.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
Now the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a f***ing imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute f***ing dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look f***ing stupid here.
Charlie literally did not do anything wrong to him. Sneako was Sneako's downfall. The thing is, this wasn't the first time Sneako had gone too far in his anger. Remember when he insulted the plus-size creator Alweezy for no reason?
I really want you to know, dude, you are genuinely one of the ugliest people I've ever looked at, so please don't say that anymore. Like, genuinely, you are
you got triggered.
Visually one of the most disgusting people.
You're mad. You're mad.
Or the time he tried going after one of the sidemen for calling him unfunny.
Okay, saying that I'm not funny while sitting there being dry, saying that I'm not funny. With your fucking ginger, white, pasty thighs spread wide open, not doing anything, just staring there. Why? Explain. Give me something. If you're gonna make unfunny accusations, give me something. Why are you funny? Why are you in a position to say that I'm not entertaining? Who are you? Who are you? Look at his face, bro. You don't even have eyebrows. So little definition. If I click the bottom half of it, I won't even be able to tell what expression you're making. There's an absolute.
You know, he's cooked
Photoshop.
Okay.
It looks like some 12-year-old in India did a Microsoft Paint on your forehead.
The silver lining here is that Sneako is finally showing signs of growth, moving away from the rage bait content with constant screaming and focusing more on peaceful podcasts with strangers in public. We hope that he continues on this better path and one day becomes as humble as the next streamer on their list, Sketch. Humility is a heavenly virtue of staying humble regardless of your position in life, and only a few streamers embody it more thoroughly than Sketch, who is currently one of the fastest growing streamers in 2024. Sketch began his streaming career back in July of 2023 with moderate success. However, his luck would change forever in April of 2024 when a clip of him calling popular streamer Jynxzi and saying "What's up, brother?" went incredibly viral on TikTok.
What's up, brother?
This ended up spawning thousands of videos of people repeating the phrase in a squeaky voice. Even athletes were taking part in the trend as well.
Sorry for cussing, brothers.
In the Final Four, brother. Omaha, Final Four.
What's up, brother?
Brother, we made it. Why not us?
Check, brother.
Job's not done, brother. Yes, brother. Of course, brother. Thank you, brother. check.
Hey, brother. Let's go, brother.
Let's go, brother.
For 4-0 Phils.
What's up, brother?
It even got to the point where Sketch was invited to make an announcement at the official 2024 NFL Draft for the Houston Texans.
Well done. DL last year. Special teams coach Travis Green. Punt team, get ready.
And if you don't know that reference I just made about a Brit saying punter, go ahead and Google it.
Make some noise! Come on!
It's Sketch, people.
And as you can imagine, this has absolutely skyrocketed Sketch's streaming career, with his Twitch channel gaining over 550,000 followers and 5,500 plus paid subscribers in May of 2024 alone. You might think that becoming this famous so quickly would go to his head, but that's not the case with Sketch. In fact, this explosive success hasn't changed him at all. And when asked about the money he is earning, this is all he had to say.
I could stream every day or whatever if I was just trying to get a check, but I was just more like, I like to like, it's just do it for fun pretty much. And then like all that, I think that's what made.
And he's true to these words. He's not buying sports cars or moving into mega mansions. Instead, Sketch is pouring all his energy into creating funny and entertaining content. Sketch is the epitome of we made the right guy famous, plays a character on stream but is the most polite guy behind the scenes. Really made the right person famous. Deep down, he's a genuine dude along with Caseoh and part-timer. Being compared to the humble Caseoh, who's as big-hearted as they come, just goes to show that Sketch must be doing something right and he's loved for it. Unfortunately for every Sketch, the streaming world also contains a Suspendas, who is a spitting image of pride and arrogance. Pride, as they say, is an excessive love of one's own excellence, even if that excellence is nowhere to be seen from anyone else's perspective. And by that definition, Suspendas fits the bill perfectly. Suspendas first started his streaming career on Twitch in 2020, but that didn't work out too well as his Twitch account only has 4,500 followers. His luck would turn around, however, in December of 2022, when he started IRL streaming on the newly created platform called Kick. What made him initially stand out from the rest was that he was an English-speaking American living in Japan, resulting in him gaining a decent following and a respectable live viewer count. This newfound online following likely gave him an inflated sense of pride, which led to numerous controversies over the years. For instance, in May of last year, Suspendas was on vacation in Thailand, and during one of his streams, he was sitting in a restaurant with his girlfriend when out of nowhere, he began asking her if she was for sale.
If someone offered you $1 million baht for pussy, would you give it? I know it's so fucked up to ask. I just have to ask. I gotta talk like this. Are you for sale?
These insulting remarks made his girlfriend walk away in anger, while Suspended acted surprised by his outcome. A few months later, he was in the spotlight again, this time for animal abuse. In July of 2023, a video of him kicking a cat surfaced on the internet. What made this even worse is that he wasn't asleep when this happened. Instead, he was actually drunk and angry because his girlfriend caught him cheating earlier in the same day. Most recently, Suspendas went viral on the internet for blasting dubstep music on a train in Japan.
You see this shit? This is what we do.
And even being rude to the other passengers when they tried to get him to stop.
Yo, don't touch my shit. Don't touch me. Don't touch my shit. Don't touch me. You pussy.
A comment on YouTube also added further context to the situation. As someone that studied Japanese culture and was surrounded by the great people of Japan for almost 13 years, it takes a lot to tick them off enough for them to say something rude. The fact that this adult child got them this annoyed is quite irritating. I feel bad for the ones who have to deal with him. And while asking his girlfriend if she's for sale, kicking a cat, and being a headache on public transportation might seem like completely unrelated incidents at first glance, they all have one thing in common: Suspendas's disgusting narcissism and arrogance, which makes him think he can do whatever he wants. So while his endless controversies flood the internet with anger and negativity, wholesome streamers like Sketch continue to spread joy. There's of course another way to spread joy, and that is by being kind, which is the virtue of being friendly, generous, and considerate to others, something that you see often during Ishowspeed's streams. Now, if you're not a regular viewer of Ishowspeed, you might not see him as a very kind person, since he has a very, let's just say, attention-grabbing personality. However, what you might not realize is that when things get serious, Speed immediately drops a loudmouth act and genuinely cares about those around him, especially his fans. Like the time when he listened to the troubles of a suicidal girl who had just lost her father. Not only did Speed try to cheer her up, but also promised to talk to her whenever she wanted.
Not really. I don't think so.
Oh, what's our deepest, darkest secret?
I tried to kill myself 19.
Hey! What the hell?
You asked for it.
I know, but come on, chill out. You okay? All right, you gonna be all right.
No, I lost my best friend. I can't be okay.
Damn, I'm sorry for your loss. I swear to God. Can I make you feel better?
Can you bring my dad back to life?
Yo, okay.
That's who my best friend was. He died in the army.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to pray for him real quick?
Sure.
All right, close your eyes.
Sure.
I'm serious. I'm being serious. No, like I can like make you feel better though. Like just text me. I swear to God. If you need anything, I'm right there. Like on some.
Speed seems like a maniac sometimes on stream, but this shows how much of a helpful guy he is. The fact that he took this seriously and wanted to help her shows that he has this persona he goes by on stream, but in reality, he is a chill and helpful person. He's also extremely generous when it comes to donating money whenever he comes across anyone who might need it. Like on one occasion, when Speed came across a young fan on Omegle and started chatting with him. But as soon as he learned that the kid was suffering from potentially life-threatening diabetes, this was his reaction.
I'm about to get diabetes and I almost got diabetes, but like, this is really making me happy, man. I'm a big fan.
Hold on, wait, what is diabetes, bro?
So basically, you have to poke your finger every day, and if you don't check like how much sugar you have in your body, you might die, or they might have to cut off a limb.
Well, it's if you don't take care of yourself. We can turn it around. You gotta make some lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
God, bro, you okay, bro? What you need?
Yeah.
What's your cash app, bro?
What's my cash app?
Yeah, bro.
My dad's got a cash app.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Give me your dad cash app, bro. Give me your
Really?
In the end, Speed sent the kid $17,500, and all he asked in return was for the kid to continue being his fan. Speed also gave a similarly large sum of money to a homeless man while he was in Japan.
It's money, bro.
Sorry.
Hey, you can have it. You can have it, my boy. Yeah. Hey, look, bro. Stay safe, bro. Hey, Japan, these streets ain't safe, bro. Stay safe, bro. Bro, how this, bro? That's $20,000 right there, bro. That's $20,000 a year. Stay safe, bro. Seriously, all right, bro?
He also donated smaller but still significant amounts on multiple occasions, like $1,000 to a mother in India.
Take this. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take this. Take it. Seriously, no, take it. No, don't cry, please.
And the same amount to a street artist as appreciation for his talent.
Now, just because I really like that picture, bro, I got you with a surprise now, okay, bro? I'm gonna buy you a new phone, okay? I'm gonna give you $1,000, $1,000.
But let's be honest, some people still might see his kindness as a way to farm more clout. But at the very least, he's actually helping the people he encounters, unlike Johnny Somali, who actively makes their lives even worse. Put simply, Johnny and other streamers like him feel envious towards the streamers on the top. This is perfectly represented by the deadly sin of envy, which is the sin of being jealous of others' successes. So if you've ever seen any content from Jack Doherty, or Neon,
You're a disgrace to the Muslim.
You not know who the man is.
Favorite of yourself. You bitch. We're in house arrest, you.
then you've pretty much seen Johnny Somali's content as well, which mainly consists of being as big of a public pain in the groin as possible, like playing a song in the loudspeaker in a Japanese strain. Or another time, when he even started harassing a random Japanese passenger, and when he didn't get a satisfying reply, he started shouting Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki! Yes, man. Yes.
For most people, this type of behavior can only be described as childish or immature. But that's not true for Johnny, because the disturbing truth is, he's fully aware of what he's doing. He just doesn't care. What he does care about is fame and attention. And the fastest way to bring more eyeballs to your content as an IRL streamer is to cultivate controversy by harassing others, which is exactly what Johnny is doing. In addition to making life a living hell for those around him, his actions reflect badly on other American tourists as well. The worst part about the whole situation is he ruins traveling experiences for other individuals, because you know those countries are going to be more hesitant about Americans now. If things get bad enough, Johnny's insane actions could even make traveling to Japan difficult for genuinely respectful streamers like Ishowspeed. However, Johnny Somali's antics still pale in comparison to Citrus, whose entire online presence revolves around the themes of lust. The sin of lust is defined as an intense desire which is often sexual in nature, and Citrus embodies the sin to the T. In fact, he's doing the exact same thing as the streamer Riot Law. Citrus is essentially an Omegle streamer who goes on the anonymous video chatting site to match up with girls. What's his big strategy afterwards? Well, it's to rizz up these girls and talk them into exposing themselves or doing something explicit.
Hold on, shake it, shake it. Shake that shake that. Arch it, arch it. Arch that.
Damn. Go back and forth.
Trying to seek sexual activities from random girls on the internet is bad enough, but what makes it 10 times worse is Citrus's disregard for the victim's age.
A flash with no covering, will I get W's instead of tomatoes? Yes or no? I like how you did your eyeliner.
Oh, thank you.
How old are you?
16.
Oh, me too. Where are you from?
Here, he's blatantly lying about his age to make the girl feel more comfortable talking to him, and later fulfilling his disgusting demands, while in reality, he's close to 20. And this isn't some isolated incident either, he does it quite often. In one stream, he even asked a girl if she'd be interested in moving out to Miami and starting an OnlyFans account that he would manage.
Plus a flight. Plus, I have an extra room here.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you would want to sleep alone, right? Like your own bed?
Probably.
You have to agree. So it's either you make money or you don't. Are you down? We can try it.
No, I'm not.
Fuck all that shit, just rape. Wait, you ever been raped before?
No, what the
I'm sorry, I just like, when I get to know girls, I like really knowing them.
Thankfully, Citrus's degenerate behavior cannot be any different from the chastity-bound lifestyle of Nick 830. Nick is one of the most wholesome and inspirational streamers in the world, with his most famous clip being a motivational chant for a fan.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
That's right.
Calling Nick a positive influence on his viewers is an understatement. His impact goes way beyond just being nice. He actively promotes chastity, which means completely refraining from all sexual activities before marriage. He's a guy who walks the talk by never bringing up any explicit topics on stream, and he even ties this virtue into his personal life, often mentioning his marriage. Like recently, he called his parents and joked about delaying his wedding for a fortnight.
Oh, don't postpone a wedding.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Oh, but she's gonna find somebody else.
Come on, that's my job.
No?
I'm gonna ask Dad. So here's my question. Is it not fair to say that postponing the wedding would be a reasonable thing to do?
Oh, for sure.
You think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Priorities, man.
And while he was clearly joking in this clip, it does show that Nick believes in having a monogamous marriage. Although Nick excels in promoting positive values like chastity, when it comes to charity, DrLupo takes the lead. His charitable effort sets a high bar in the gaming community. In simple terms, charity is a virtue of aiding others to make the world a better place for everyone, and DrLupo has personified this mindset throughout his whole career. One of the first big contributions from him came in 2018, when he raised over $600,000 for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is an institute that helps children with cancer. In 2019, he set a goal to raise at least $2 million for the hospital. Not only did he meet his goal, but he ended up smashing past it with an extra $300,000. In total, he raised over $2.3 million, almost quadrupling his donations from the previous year. In November of 2020, Lupo also made the insanely generous decision that all future donations on his stream would go to charity, which goes to show just how much he cares about doing the right thing. As a commenter on this channel stated, as a parent of a St. Jude kid who is out of treatment, this is huge. These families are very well taken care of, thanks to people like this community has. Thank you all. Though what makes DrLupo's charitable contributions even better is that he never boasts about his donations online and instead gives full credit to others. In August of last year, for example, he posted the edited video of his stream which raised over $1.8 million with the title, "You raised $1.8 million for charity." Not I raised or my audience raised, taking zero credit for himself. He also had this to say near the end of the stream.
I think I speak for everybody on the team, whether it's St. Jude, doctors, nurses, patients, whether it's the streamers, people at Rare Drop, everybody. We're just here to act as lightning rods for the good that y'all do.
Which is a level of humility that you'll rarely find in Pokimane, who represents the sin of greed. Pokimane recently came under fire when she released her own brand of cookies that many people thought were too expensive at $28 for 16 ounces. People also found that Pokimane's cookies were a slightly different, white-labeled version of cookies sold at Costco for almost 1/3 of the price. While she was already getting grilled for these reasons, the drama was mostly limited to a small section of her viewers. Leaving the issue alone would have resulted in blowing over within a week and getting buried under the endless social media content cycle. But instead, Pokimane managed to make the situation significantly worse with a single statement on the matter.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
In other words, she called her viewers and loyal fans, who have basically made her the successful person she is, quote, idiots and broke boys. I mean, what else can you expect from a spoiled brat? Of course she would think that you were broke. However, this level of greed and gaslighting was taking things too far, and even her most loyal supporters were left confused. A viewer on YouTube even compared Pokimane to Bad Bunny, who you might know from this viral clip.
$5 a month! How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? Because it's like people just really they really don't respect me as a content creator.
Definitely not a good look for Poki. So, while millionaire Pokimane is busy debating cookie prices with her fans, DrLupo is out there raising millions to help kids fight with cancer. Though not as beneficial to the world as DrLupo's efforts, the hard work put in by Ninja still deserves some acknowledgement, as he's a fitting candidate for the virtue of diligence. Diligence can be defined as the quality of working hard to accomplish one's goals, no matter how tough things get. And Ninja's rise to fame wasn't all hype, it did take some work. Before Fortnite launched him into the stratosphere, he honed his skills through years of competitive gaming titles like Halo. This dedication translated to Fortnite, where his impressive gameplay wasn't just luck. He spent countless hours streaming, mastering the game, and entertaining viewers with his energetic personality. And even when Fortnite's popularity dipped, Ninja's constant grind and engaging streams helped him retain a loyal fanbase. His success story isn't just about riding trends, but about the dedication and diligence he poured into becoming a top-tier streamer. However, instead of embodying the same grind, another streamer tried to be lazy and take the easy way up, which makes Nadia the perfect representation for sloth. Sloth is a sin of being lazy, avoiding work, neglecting responsibilities, showing a lack of care or effort in their actions. She's been accused of cheating multiple times and with solid evidence. For example, the YouTuber Patrick CC touched on a few points where it seemed like Nadia was using aimbot.
In this clip, her point of aim seems to jump to the target with speed and accuracy that is not humanly possible. She's shooting at the guy on the right and then it kind of glitches over to the left.
There are also clips of her seemingly shooting at nothing, which means that her aimbot software is locking onto an enemy that is not yet visible on the screen.
What? That confused the hell out of me.
However, while cheating in games is one thing, cheating in real life is a whole nother level of sloth entirely, since there's also speculation that she used bot services to boost her Twitch followers quickly to fake success. It's only a matter of time before this cheating catches up to Nadia and ends her streaming career. Ninja's career, on the other hand, would continue to thrive as fans continue to see him dominate his competition. Humility is a virtue described as being modest and being free of any pride or arrogance. There are not many YouTubers who best represent this virtue than the Outdoor Boys, specifically Luke Nichols. On the other hand, the sin of pride is described as an excessive love for one's own excellence, which is exemplified by the YouTuber RiceGum. If I asked you to give me the two most polar opposite YouTubers, RiceGum and Outdoor Boys would be a pretty good answer. RiceGum has certainly had his fair share of controversies and conflicts over the years, ranging from insensitive comments to questionable business practices and feuds with other YouTubers. And while he used to be a humble and up-and-coming YouTuber who is truly thankful for his success, somewhere down the line, he changed.
As you guys all know, I live in like a $15 million house. All my clothes keeps getting $800. I'll just start from top to bottom. Easy Red Octobers, Fragment 1.
Meanwhile, Outdoor Boys has captured the hearts of millions with his authentic and wholesome approach to outdoor exploration. Unlike other extreme creators on YouTube, Luke Nichols presents a refreshing contrast, a down-to-earth family man with a genuine passion for the outdoors.
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's fall here in Alaska. I'm camping in bushcraft survival shelters, hunting grouse and hares, cooking up good food, and having a great time.
Someone who wasn't affected by fame and money. He acknowledges the hard work and dedication required to produce quality content consistently, emphasizing that his faith in God and his family will always come first.
It's really nice, but you know, fishing's not the most important thing in my life by a long shot. I enjoy fishing and it's a hobby, but you know, my faith and my family are much more important to me. It's what brings me happiness.
And that's exactly where Outdoor Boys differentiates himself from RiceGum, and it's something called dignity. Now, compared to the Outdoor Boys, RiceGum shows off his wealth as much as possible. His content revolves around flexing his wealth and indulging in luxury as if he sees himself as better than others. While RiceGum's approach may appeal to some, it lacks the authenticity and wholesomeness that define Luke. Instead of fostering genuine connections with his audience, it seems like RiceGum prioritizes image and status, showing a culture of vanity and materialism, especially towards his younger audience.
I was crazy, but this ice made me chill out. No 20s, I need blue on my bills. I'm not like Kylie.
Meanwhile, Outdoor Boys continues to create genuine and down-to-earth videos that both he and his audience enjoy, all while keeping a healthy relationship with YouTube. He never flexes his wealth despite making millions of dollars a year from his channel. You never see him drive in foreign cars or dripped in designer clothes, but rather spends the money on traveling with his family. And it's because of this that Outdoor Boys is a shining example of humility, while RiceGum will continue to drown in his own pride. However, Luke Nichols is not the only YouTuber who's known for being a humble and kind-hearted person, as Ryan Trahan has also earned the reputation of said virtue, but he best represents the heavenly virtue of diligence, directly contrasting to Airrack, who is the personification of sloth. Diligence is described as hardworking and zealously seeking something with all of one's heart, strength, and might, while sloth is just being pure laziness. When taking a look at Airrack's content, you wouldn't exactly call him lazy, because after all, he does intense challenge videos and he posts content that is well edited and made. And that's because Airrack isn't exactly like sloth in the traditional sense. While sloth just means being lazy, Airrack's slothfulness comes from how he looks for shortcuts and takes the easy route. Some of his challenge series aims for huge goals with lots of flashy editing and commentary, but it turns out a lot of it is completely faked. He's been caught using pre-recorded content and messing with the timelines of events to make things seem even more impressive than they actually are. And instead of putting in the hard work and being honest with his audience, Airrack goes for quick wins and easy views. On the 30th of November 2023, Airrack posted a video titled "I Have to Delete My Channel," where he described the rules for his newest challenge video.
Starting December 1st, I'm going to be traveling around the entire globe uploading 30 videos in 30 days. But if I miss a day, my channel and all of my videos get deleted forever. You think I'm lying? I gave my personal laptop and my password to MrBeast, who is dying to delete my channel.
I literally have his YouTube channel, and I promise I will delete it if he skips one day.
I have to upload 30 videos in 30 days, or I lose everything.
This was an outrageous and extremely difficult challenge to complete, but Airrack promised he would complete it. However, on the first day of the challenge, Airrack was exposed. A YouTuber by the name of Soggy Cereal pointed out details in Airrack's video that didn't add up to his original promise of uploading videos every day starting on December 1st.
There's some kind of parade happening. All the roads around here are closed down. This is not something I anticipated, but we might have to jump out.
Because this? Well, this is the Dublin Services Parade, which happened on September 2nd. And then if you go to episode 3 and pause right here, you can clearly see the 12th September timestamp on his watch.
He exposed Airrack to have started the challenge 2 months before the official starting date, effectively cheating the entire challenge on the first video. And rather than acknowledging his deceptive practices and taking responsibility for his actions, Airrack attempted to deflect the criticism and justify his behavior. Ryan Trahan, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. As a personification of diligence, he's always been dedicated to his channel and works hard to make sure everything he puts out is genuine and well thought out. He plans everything carefully and pays attention to the details, making sure his content is always honest and transparent. Unlike Airrack, Ryan doesn't take shortcuts or compromise his integrity for the sake of views. Instead, he sticks to his principles and earns the respect and trust of his audience because they know they can count on him to be real. Ryan's approach to the Surviving on 1 Cent series exemplifies diligence in several ways. Firstly, he embarked on a challenging journey with a clear goal in mind, to travel from LA to North Carolina within 30 days, starting with only a penny and a backpack, to deliver the penny to MrBeast. This required meticulous planning and organization to ensure he could complete the journey successfully within the given time frame. Without taking shortcuts, Ryan managed to travel across America legitimately and delivered the penny to MrBeast.
Received the penny.
This is what will cement Airrack's career as being largely influenced by sloth and laziness, while Ryan will always be applauded for his diligence and hard work towards his challenge videos. Similarly to Ryan, Zach Choi also exemplifies diligence through his hard work and dedication to content. However, he best fits into the virtue of temperance, while Amberlynn Reed represents the opposite of gluttony. Most people associate the sin of gluttony with eating copious amounts of food for pleasure, but it also represents an uncontrolled overindulgence in anything such as alcohol, money, or even even online clout, while temperance is often characterized as emotional restraint or self-discipline. And while both Amberlynn and Zach are mukbang YouTubers, there are many differences between the two that make it so that Amberlynn suffers from the sin of gluttony, while Zach exemplifies temperance. Amberlynn's mukbangs often involves excessive eating, with calorie-laden meals as showcased in large quantities. She has faced criticism for her unhealthy eating habits, which have contributed to significant weight gain over the years. One of the most notable aspects of Amberlynn Reid's online presence is her ongoing battle with obesity. Over the years, viewers have witnessed her weight fluctuations and her struggles to maintain a healthier lifestyle, and despite numerous attempts to lose the weight.
So here is my first meal. This is usually what I have when I first wake up because it's simple, easy, low calorie, tastes good, and to me it's not that unhealthy. And I don't really like eating when I first wake up, but this works.
Amberlynn's efforts have often failed because of her commitment issues and, at times, by her own admission, a lack of willpower.
So this is a typical day for me where I wake up and I think I'm gonna be on track, but then somehow I end up failing.
This aspect of her journey has sparked debate and concern among her audience, with many expressing both empathy and frustration at her inability to make any actual changes to her body weight. Despite warnings about the health risks associated with her lifestyle, Amberlynn continues to indulge in food without restraint, prioritizing immediate gratification over long-time well-being. Her content often revolves around sensationalism, relying on shock value to attract viewership, especially when you take into account all of her videos documenting her personal and romantic relationships, which some viewers felt like she discusses openly simply to garner views. Meanwhile, one of the key aspects of Zach Choi's content is his emphasis on maintaining a healthy lifestyle alongside his mukbang videos. On top of this, Zach tends to steer clear of any controversy and drama that often surrounds the mukbang community. He focuses on creating content that is consistent, high quality, and free from sensationalism, which has helped him build a loyal and supportive fan base. Zach even posts small workout videos or updates on social media, showing people that while he consumes a lot of food on camera, it's always important for him to remain healthy. In fact, in most of his videos, Zach doesn't eat all of the food he showcases on the thumbnail. While some people might argue that this is clickbait, it's clear that Zach just prioritizes his own health over what other people might think. And it's because of this that Zach is a great example of temperance, while Amberlynn will always suffer from gluttony. In 2011, there were two prominent YouTubers who quickly rose to fame. One of these would retire in 2024 to focus on his family, while the other would lose their entire audience due to sexual misconduct. This is exactly what makes MatPat a great example of the heavenly virtue of chastity, while MiniLad is the opposite, being the human equivalent of lust. On June 23, 2020, two women identified as Hallie and Ash revealed on Twitter that MiniLad had manipulated them when they were minors, when he was in his 20s. His ex-girlfriend Sunny Day also came out shortly after, calling their relationship extremely toxic and manipulative, and dispelling untrue reports that he had sexually assaulted her. After MiniLad apologized on Twitter on June 25, acknowledging his actions and promising treatment, he took an indefinite leave of absence that ended on August 12, 2020. Now, let's look at MatPat. Throughout his lengthy YouTube career, MatPat has never once been accused of sexual misconduct. In fact, the internet has always known about his close and healthy relationship with his wife, who would often appear in videos with him. Meanwhile, MiniLad was being flooded with backlash after he uploaded his first video back. This was because he didn't really address the reasons he took the break, instead claiming to have just embarked on another mental health break, similar to one he took in January 2020. He was also seen playing Minecraft in the video, which led many to believe that this was a ploy to attract more young viewers. MiniLad would go on to upload videos on his channel, despite the backlash, countless likes, and his comment section being flooded with hate. He would not discuss the controversy at all for the following 3 months, until December 7, 2020, when he abruptly stopped posting. While MiniLad would leave YouTube by simply fading from the public eye, MatPat was the exact opposite. MatPat's retirement had been a topic the entire internet had been discussing, and many of his fans were sad to see that he was going to retire after 13 years on YouTube. Regardless, everyone knew his reason for leaving, and was to spend more time with his family. This only proved to his audience how MatPat truly prioritizes his personal life and loved ones, making him a perfect example of chastity, while MiniLad's disappearance has only branded him as a creep blinded by lust. Being kind to your partner can also extend to being kind to others, which is exactly what Laserbeam exemplifies, and on the other hand, Whiteboyum takes the title of envy. Kindness is the quality of being selfless, compassionate and merciful, while envy is a sin of jealousy over the blessings and achievements of others. And when you look at White Boy M's content, you'll see why he's dubbed as a personification of envy. At first, like most YouTubers, White Boy M was struggling to gain an audience. That was until he came across Ishowspeed. White Boy M's subscriber count surged after he made a diss track against Ishowspeed, and it was clear that he only made this video to milk views by plastering Ishowspeed's name in the title. He'd quickly pump out more videos related to Ishowspeed and his diss track, all of which were able to get over 100,000 views. In fact, you can really see the difference between his earlier, more chill vlogs compared to the videos he began releasing after the Ishowspeed diss track, with him doing more clickbaity titles. Now, let's compare this to LazarBeam. Despite his massive success on YouTube, with him having way more subscribers than White Boy M, LazarBeam remains humble and appreciative of his audience. Of course, he makes great content, but behind all of that is a person who has remained genuine with his content and audience, and that's what makes people resonate with him. Meanwhile, White Boy M has been garnering more and more criticism for being a so-called Ishowspeed copycat. Starting as an Adin Ross clone, he initially sought recognition from the gaming community, particularly the Delirium esports team. However, his abrasive approach and derogatory language didn't win him any favors, and he never got recognized. However, things changed when he posted a video titled Ishowspeed FaceTimes White Boy M live on stream, putting Speed's name in the title. This got him a lot of new viewers and subscribers, though it was also because of this that a lot of people began calling him a copycat, or that he was just using Speed's name for clout. Instead of backing down, White Boy M went all in and copying Ishowspeed, even more than before. He copied everything from how Speed talks to his catchphrases, and people started noticing even more.
Are you serious right now, bro? Like, are you serious right now? All these Mexican players!
Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, Ben? Are you serious right now, Ben?
This got him even more famous, especially on TikTok, where clips of his streams went viral. Regardless, it's clear what the numbers say. LazarBeam sits with over 20 million subscribers and over 1 million views per video. All in all, the moral lesson is that LazarBeam's genuine personality, content, and kindness will always win above White Boy M's envy-driven videos, which is a big lesson many YouTubers should begin to realize. There's a fine line between envy and wrath, mostly because of how easily a copycat YouTuber can resort to violence and controversy in order to retain views. And that's why the YouTuber Low Tier God is the biggest example of wrath, while Let Me Know is patience, the exact opposite. Wrath is a strong feeling of hatred or resentment, with a strong feeling of vengeance against others, while patience involves steadfastly working towards your goals, enduring trials, and calmly awaiting results without frustration or anger. Now, Low Tier God isn't just wrathful for views. In fact, he seems to be a truly toxic and hateful person. LTG is known for insulting and demeaning his opponents, fellow creators, and even viewers. He often uses derogatory language and personal attacks, such as calling people names, and he also belittles or dehumanizes individuals based on their physical appearance or disabilities, as seen in his interaction with Broly Legs, a disabled Street Fighter player.
I don't give a what that ugly ass slobbering half of a man is saying. I'm not gonna do anything to give that ugly worthless specimen anything. So no, I don't give a about some disgusting deformity talking shit.
LTG also rage quits a lot during matches when he feels his opponents aren't playing properly or don't deserve the win. His streams are filled with instances of him screaming, cursing, and insulting other players. This impatient and rude behavior falls in the face of Let Me Know. Let Me Know, one of the most popular documentary YouTubers, practices patience, care, and hard work with each video that he posts. Each of his videos undergoes a thorough and time-consuming production process, yet he consistently delivers content of the highest caliber with unwavering production standards. The hallmark of Let Me Know's work lies in his commitment to quality over quantity. While others might be tempted to pump out videos left and right, he prioritizes the meticulous crafting of each documentary. This dedication is shown in the countless hours he devotes to research, video editing, music composition, and script writing, and he does all of this single-handedly. Low Tier God couldn't be more different. In fact, there are allegations of LTG harassing other creators, both online and in person. He reportedly engages in abusive behavior towards his girlfriends, with evidence of audio clips from his streams where he berates and even demeans them. And it isn't just people that he but the actual YouTube platform as well. Low Tier God has been known to misuse a copyright system in order to take down videos that he perceives as negative or critical of him. He's even filed copyright strikes against channels that uploaded compilations of his rage moments or video essays about him, leading to their removal from YouTube. One of the worst things Low Tier God has done was doxing and threatening other creators who he believes are targeting or spreading negative content about him. He allegedly obtained personal information about these individuals and publicly shared it on his streams, which is not only highly illegal, but also proves that he has been consumed by wrath. Low Tier God's reputation has basically been destroyed, with many people dubbing him as one of the most hated creators online. Meanwhile, Lemino doesn't post often, and yet many viewers still flock to his channels and watch his documentaries. Lemino knows how to play the long game, and it's because of this that he is a perfect example of patience. Recently, AI content has been a very controversial topic on YouTube. There is one thing that remains true though, and it's that most viewers would prefer if their favorite YouTuber didn't sell out and create an AI version of themselves in order to pump out more videos. Well, that's exactly what Kwebbelkop has done, and what has inevitably made him earn the title of Greed in this video. While another YouTuber, who's also been around on the platform for a very long time, continues to provide support towards others, and that's Captain Sparkles. Greed is defined as a strong and selfish desire to have more of something, most often money or power, while charity is described as a willingness or even desire to help others and better the world, no matter the cost to one's own self. And looking at Kwebbelkop's recent behavior, it's pretty clear why people call him greedy. Of course, this wasn't always the case. Initially, Kwebbelkop built his YouTube career through hard work and dedication, cultivating a massive audience through genuine connections with other creators and entertaining content. That was until one day, Kwebbelkop introduced a channel called Blue, a channel run by his company Cop Worldwide BV. And while at first glance, the channel seems like a regular VTuber channel, it was actually a channel he ran using AI generated content. Despite initial success in attracting a child-centered audience, the content lacked the personal touch and authenticity that initially connected Kwebbelkop to his fans. The focus shifted from creating content he was passionate about to exploiting AI for monetary gain. This outlook on Kwebbelkop was pushed even further by his announcement of retirement and plans to have AI run his channels in the future. On the other hand, let's take a look at Captain Sparkles. Considered a Minecraft YouTube veteran, he regularly hosts Make-A-Wish meetups where he visits children with critical illnesses to fulfill a wish of theirs. Captain Sparkles also runs campaigns for Game Changer, like most recently when he raised over $25,000 for charity, and even ended up playing the Minecraft Championship in a cat-made costume. Meanwhile, Kwebbelkop's fans felt he was truly shameless for what he would do next, because shortly after introducing Blue, Kwebbelkop would tell the world that he'd fully digitize himself, leading to his channel being presented by an AI avatar of himself. But despite the criticism, Kwebbelkop continued to push his AI content, and until this day, he hasn't stopped. It's important to note that Kwebbelkop is a past of being caught up in new technological trends, which is made evident by his company Launch My NFT, which is a website known for allowing creators to launch their own NFTs quickly and for being filled with scammers. Based off of what happened with Kwebbelkop's past NFT pursuits, only time will tell how his AI content will turn out. Either way, his name and career has been seen by everyone around him as pure greed, while Captain Sparkles will always be seen in people's hearts as a down-to-earth YouTuber with love for charity.